The story of the Wolves of Puys is set in the early 19th century in the small secluded village of Puys, nestled in the Normandy region of France. Surrounded by dense forests and rolling hills, the village relied on farming and livestock for survival. For centuries, the villagers lived in harmony with the wilderness, but harsh winters and dwindling resources brought the wolves closer to human settlements. What began as occasional sightings of wolves in the outskirts soon escalated into a terrifying ordeal as the creatures grew bolder and more dangerous.
On winter night, the tranquil village was shaken when a young shepherd went missing along with his flock. The next morning, the villagers found evidence of a brutal attack, scattered sheep carcasses and wolf tracks leading back into the forest. Days later, another tragedy struck when a child disappeared while playing near the woods. Panic spread as the wolves began to target livestock and people alike, often venturing dangerously close to the village. Fear gripped Puys, and the villagers felt helpless against the relentless predators that seemed to stalk their every move.
The wolves that terrorized Puys were unlike the animals the villagers had known before. They were described as unusually large, cunning, and fearless. Some claimed their eyes glowed in the dark, and others swore they could hear eerie howls echoing through the village at night. Rumors spread that these wolves were not ordinary creatures, but were somehow cursed or guided by a malevolent force. Superstition began to blend with reality, and the line between fact and folklore blurred as the attacks continued. The Wolves of Puys became a symbol of dread, and their presence cast a dark shadow over the village.
Determined to reclaim their safety, the villagers banded together and called upon skilled hunters from nearby towns. Armed with muskets, spears, and traps, they ventured into the forest, hoping to eliminate the threat. However, the wolves seemed to outsmart every tactic. Traps were found sprung but empty, and the hunters often returned empty-handed, frustrated and demoralized. Despite their efforts, the wolves continued to strike, attacking under the cover of night and retreating into the shadows of the dense forest. The villagers began to wonder if the wolves were not just predators, but something far more sinister.
With their weeks of relentless attacks, the hunters managed to track the pack to a hidden lair deep in the forest. What followed was a fierce and chaotic battle as the hunters and wolves clashed in a fight for survival. The wolves, sensing their territory was under siege, fought with ferocity. The largest wolf, believed to be the alpha, was particularly fearsome, taking multiple strikes before it finally fell. The hunters eventually emerged victorious, killing or scattering the remaining wolves. The villagers of Puys could finally breathe a sigh of relief, but the scars of the ordeal would remain for years to come.
With the wolves defeated, Puys returned to a semblance of normalcy. However, the memory of the attacks lingered, and the forest surrounding the village became a place of caution and fear. Stories of the Wolves of Puys were passed down through generations, growing into a blend of history and legend. For some, the tale was a reminder of the power of nature and humanity's fragile place within it. For others, it was a cautionary story, warning against venturing too close to the wild.
To this day, the story of the Wolves of Puys remains shrouded in mystery. Historians and naturalists have debated the unusual behavior of the wolves, speculating that environmental pressures, disease, or even rabies could have driven the pack to such aggression. Yet, local folklore adds a supernatural element to the tale, with claims of cursed wolves or ghostly apparitions that haunted the village. The truth may never be fully known, but the legend of the Wolves of Puys continues to captivate imaginations and send shivers down the spines of those who hear it.
The Wolves of Puys stand as both a historical event and a powerful legend. For the villagers, the story is a testament to their resilience and determination in the face of an overwhelming threat. For the world, it is a chilling reminder of the thin line between humanity and the wild. The tale of the Wolves of Puys endures as a symbol of survival, caution, and the mysteries that lie in the shadows of the forest.